Hey, what's up everybody? Today's video is a versus video. So we're gonna do Rainbow Drive-In's Loco Moco versus Richie Drive-In's Loco Moco. The idea came from a viewer, Hawaii guy, and I'm gonna be honest, I usually don't go to Richie's very often. To me it's kind of grimy, but I know a lot of people love it because of the cheap eats there. But I'm willing to try it. And with Rainbow Drive-In, it's very popular, and I probably have the unpopular opinion that I don't really care for their food, except I do love their Loco Moco and their chili bowls. But so I'll eat their Loco Moco. I think it's fabulous. The rest is kind of meh to me. But this is Rainbow Drive-In's Loco Moco plate. You can get a little mini one in a little bowl, but this is the full plate. And we'll take a taste of this first, and then we'll head off to our second destination afterwards. So if you don't know what a Loco Moco is, it's pretty much rice underneath, white rice, with hamburger patties, topped with brown gravy, and 2 eggs your way. Usually it's over easy. With Rainbow Drive-In, they give you a mac salad on the side, and we'll go dig in. So before we start our food challenge, if you're new here, please consider subscribing and press the like button. That would help me out very much. And we'll get to the food now. So for me, I'm very picky, and with my hamburger meats, I'm not the type that likes the filler kind. Like people say, oh, that's homemade, but I like full beef patties. I don't like it mixed with tons of breadcrumb and all that other funky stuff, because you can really taste it in there. To me, it's just like bready, and I just want full meat, and that's why I like the Loco Moco from Rainbow Drive-In. To me, it's pretty meaty. It doesn't have filler and cheap stuff in it. I do only go to the Kapahulu one, which is the original one. They've been open for almost 60 years, and I know they have expanded. There's one in Kalihi, there's one in Aiea, Pearl Ridge, and Waipahu, and Ewa Beach, which are so much closer to me where I live, but I trekked it all the way to Kapahulu near Waikiki to get the original Loco Moco, because the cooks at the other places, it just doesn't taste the same. So we're gonna dive into this Loco Moco. It looks delicious. With me, I like to mash up everything and get the egg runny and all over the rice. Delicious. I love their gravy and the taste of it. It's a homemade brown gravy. Delicious. We'll get into the meat here. Take a nice bite with everything in it. So good. It just needs Tabasco, but the line was so long, I just wanted to get out of there. But I like Tabasco in my Loco Moco, or like sriracha. But without anything, just the gravy, the taste is great. Very good seasoning, just melds all together with the gravy. If you've never had this, it sounds weird, but it really does taste good. Some would argue that the patty is probably frozen, and it probably is. It's probably like from maize or something without the teriyaki stuff. But I like it. I like the chew of it, and that you can tell it's just pure beef. I like the firmness of it. That's the texture I like with my Loco Moco. Or any hamburger. Even with hamburger steak. I always say I'm not a mac salad fan, but with the gravy and the meat and the egg, I think it just goes really well together. Their mac salad has good flavor. Kind of a little bit more salt than usual, but kind of just goes well with the rice and the egg and everything when you mix it together. But yeah, definitely can't complain. This is good. Always consistent and tastes delicious. So if you're looking for a good Loco Moco, it's kind of cliche because every food place has been there, especially like the big name Food Network and stuff, but they're there for a reason. Rainbow Drive-In does awesome Loco Mocos, and if you're not from here and you're visiting and you're looking for a good Loco Moco, definitely try to stop there. I would suggest going early or later at night, because I went around 10 and the line was packed, and it's really hard to find parking there. So you would want to try to get there on your off-peak hours, and they open pretty early at like 6 in the morning, so you can go there for breakfast, because this is actually a breakfast item. And of course, if you're going to go to Rainbow Drive-In, this doesn't count in the Versus Challenge, but I went all the way there and stood in line. You got to get a slushy float. So this is pretty much a like a slush puppy, you know, the strawberry frozen strawberry type of, almost like an icy. But what's unique is at Rainbow Drive-In they put scoops of ice cream in it, and it is delicious. So if you've never had it, you should definitely try it. It's a delicious treat, and it just goes so well together with the slushy. And they're pretty generous with their scoops of ice cream. I think they put a lot of vanilla ice cream in here. And she gives you a spoon. She didn't even ask me for a spoon, but I think it's great because I can just scoop it up right here. And they also give you a straw. After it melts, it just kind of creams together, and you can just suck it up like a drink. For the Loco Moco plate at Rainbow Drive-In, it is $9.25. Okay, our next stop is going to be Richie's Drive-In. It's been there forever as well. Very old school drive-in in Kalihi off of King Street. And I think it's probably the most unique drive-in on Oahu anyway, because it's the only drive-in that serves plate lunches that has a drive-through. So yes, you can do a drive-through and just order your food, and the plate lunch comes through the window. So we'll go check them out next. All right, so that's the drive-through of Richie's. You go around there to order, but I have been in this line for almost like 10 minutes and haven't moved, and there's another car in front of that older 4Runner, so I don't know what's taking so long. So I'm going to park and just go inside. All right, now we're at Richie's. Like I said, that drive-through, it's kind of like a cool thing, but it really doesn't work as fast as McDonald's, because obviously these are plate lunches made to order. So while I was in there and just walked in, I still beat the person that was in front of me. And the other 4Runner, that green 4Runner, was still waiting for their food. So I think it's better, you know, it's a little cool to go through a drive-through, but if you're in a rush and you don't have time to waste gas sitting there, just go in, and it was really quick to get the food. So this is a massive plate of the Loco Moco. Tons of gravy compared to Rainbow Drive-In. I did ask for over easy. I don't know, it looks a little bit over hard. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Smells delicious. Another backstory I heard, I don't know how true this is, but the owner who opened up Richie's actually used to be one of like the original cooks of Rainbow Drive-In, and that's why most people do these little versus challenges between the two drive-ins. So we'll see. Obviously, it's been so long, I don't think the original cook is alive anymore. I mean, not to be mean, I don't know, he might be alive, but all the cooks in there were very nice Filipino ladies. So we'll see if the recipe is similar or if it's better. So you can see the two patties, they look a bit thicker than Rainbow Drive-Ins, but still kind of firm, and I like that. I don't like that bready stuff, like I said. Man, they put so much gravy in here. It's just glistening. It's over the mac salad, and it is over easy. The yolk is just running through all this rice, and I'll say the portion here is much more than Rainbow Drive-Ins, definitely. So we'll give it a taste. It's good, but definitely different. It's not the same. The gravy is more savory. It tastes almost like a Salisbury steak type of kind of gravy. Has more flavor though, I think. And it's a little bit runnier, which is good because it soaks up into the rice, where I think the Rainbow Drive-In gravy is much more gelatinous. Like they put a lot of cornstarch or flour to thicken it up. So yeah, this soaks up the gravy and the rice, you know, all the egg. It's really good with the gravy. Let's taste this patty. Definitely you can tell it's different. It's a little bit thicker. Got a nice char in it. I thought it would be firmer, but it has a little breading in it, I can tell. Much softer and mushy. Not as firm as the Rainbow Drive-In one, but some people might like it. They think it's juicier, but it's not too much filling in there. I don't taste too much breading or like breadcrumbs and stuff. I will say it's a little bit salty, the patty itself, But I think if you mix it with the rice and take one big bite, you should be good. And it'll cut through the saltiness. Yeah, I think with the rice, it just kind of cuts through the saltiness. So it's actually okay, but you definitely can't eat the hamburger patty alone. The mac salad is just like any other mac salad. There's nothing special to it, but neither was Rainbow's. I mean, you're not going to find onion or a carrot or like a garlic powder or something different. It's just a typical mac salad. This one though is a little bit, I want to say mushy, whereas Rainbow Drive-In was a little bit more al dente, which I prefer. You got to look at all this rice. Like, it is just massive amounts of food. It just keeps going. It's probably so bad for your health, but I think they give you a lot of food and they're pretty generous with the plate lunch, and you get your money's worth. And I think if you're a gravy fan, you're gonna love it because they just are so generous with the gravy. So, I mean, it doesn't like dry out the food or anything, and everything's sauced up and delicious. So that's a great thing with that. And I think the gravy is pretty delicious in a different way. Like I said, a little bit more savory, and I think much better than Rainbow's in terms of taste. All right, so that was Richie's Loco Moco plate lunch. The price for that Loco Moco with the 2 patties, 2 eggs done your way, and a heap load of rice and gravy and mac salad is $1 less. It's $8.25. All right, so that's the challenge between the Loco Mocos with Rainbow Drive-In versus Richie's Drive-In. And in my opinion, and everybody's got their own opinion, from today's food, I want to say my winner is Rainbow Drive-In. Much more expensive. That's the con. Not as much food, but I think the taste is better. And the eggs were done perfect. The rice was cooked perfect. Even though the gravy is a little bit more gelatinous, it still all melded together well and was delicious. With Richie's Drive-In, I didn't really like the texture of the hamburger patty. Some people might like it. I did like the positives for it. I did love the gravy. So I think if you put the gravy with the Rainbow Drive-In one, that would be super bomb. I thought the rice was a little bit mushy, and so was the mac salad. It was a little bit totally like, you know, mushy. I like al dente pasta if I'm going to eat it. And that was kind of flavorless. It didn't taste that flavorful. It was just a plain mac salad. Nothing jumped out to me that made it scream like it was amazing. So if you're on a budget and you want a lot of food for your money, definitely try Richie's Drive-In out. I think the food is decent. It's not terrible, but if you were to compare it to Rainbow Drive-In, yeah, that's why they've been the winner of Loco Mocos for a while, or the popular favorite of the locals. And if you're not caring about waiting in a long line and spending $1 more, definitely try Rainbow Drive-In's Loco Moco, or try both and see if we agree on the taste. So hopefully you guys like this video. Thanks to Hawaii Guy for the idea, and I'll see you next time on another food adventure. Please subscribe if you're new and press the like button. Share it if you like, and I'll see you again later.